YouTube, what it do? It's your boy King Voss, man, and I'm back at it again with another video. Appreciate y'all for checking out my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on all my socials. Y'all be blessed. Peace.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Colts and the Texans, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans.
Percentage, touchdowns each and every year, has won an MVP, taken his team to the Super Bowl. You're talking about a guy who might be finished, but he still has gas left in the tank. Big right arm, great leader, the face of his franchise.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans to lead. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have one bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he is going to have to remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and it's definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Let's see if they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, Ryan. It's in the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They go right back to Mack. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I still find it utterly unbelievable that this guy was unsigned heading into the year. Now here he is throwing passes for his new mates.
And my hat's off to their front office. You know, from the GM to the personnel department, they identified the guy that they wanted, needed, and found a way to make the deal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the return across midfield into the 46. Should be the final play before the quarter ends. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mack off the draw play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's the option play now to the left. And inside the 20 before he's put it down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a second down in just a couple. On second down, here's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 on the first down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Again, it's Pierce, and he's going to lose yardage again as he is stuck behind the line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. 20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And of course, where is he? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. To throw again on second down. Ryan. And he can't hang on to it. And the screen never got started. position here now, 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Solid stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll look to throw. Beach nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's close. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. His throw incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They were having great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Houston set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Grover Stewart Able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Staying on the ground with Mack. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to help the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the stop will call the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time.
Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Derek Stingley puts it, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they're still impressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Mack will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that sketch. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
At
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
They stop him,
but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Finding Pittman, and they work this out past the 25. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Pass complete to Allie Cox, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, pass complete to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So again, with just under 90 seconds remaining. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. Pass complete to QT. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is taken in by Rodgers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down.
Here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Texans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Texans and the Broncos. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, I'd say it's a study in contrast, young versus, well, let's say experienced.
And you are on point about that because you definitely don't say old now. That won't gain you any points, but you're right. You got one guy who's still kind of figuring things out. Still at that point where he's learning more with each game he plays. Better to take a talented roster back to the postseason. And Russell Wilson, he was all of those things in Seattle. One losing record in 10 seasons, missed only 3 games in that time, and made 9 Pro Bowls.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Will start at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
On to stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight.
All as well as they start out 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Off the option, here's Williams to about the 35, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. Able to slither by. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he's got this down to the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Kamu Krujé-Hill getting in there and taking him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And now the 3-mile. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Got his man, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. To throw again is Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on him.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
On the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And it's tomorrow night a treat. Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Oh, good move. And some space here.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good. And here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Takes this one back into the end zone. The end zone for a touchback. That pick 6 just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact, he's going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Oh,
and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Damian to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquise Goodwin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete as they take over. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Right side, complete to Mechie. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so. The
touchdown, Texans! Brandon Cooks, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to the outside for Mack. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
A run up the middle with Mack. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
He's going to be out.
They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are... On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and that will keep this a 3-point game. Maybe an important fourth quarter. Executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about all 11. Probably crashing the line here. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
he's got a man complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
All right, one stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Houston, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.